I'm Erik Abba. I'm a PhD student at the University of Nottingham, specifically at the Rolls-Royce University Technology Center in Manufacturing and Wind Technology. I'm 28 and I come from Italy.
What is
Amazing.
your background?
I studied chemistry for 5 years in high school, and I got the industrial chemical technician degree. After that, I decided that I actually wanted to change a little bit the topic, remaining always inside of the chemistry, but going more towards the material science. So that's the reason why then I went to Turin, to the Polytechnic of Torino, and I decided to study material engineering. And yeah, this is kind of a choice that is common along my entire life. So when then I decided for like PhD, instead of remaining in pure material engineering, I went for a PhD in manufacturing engineering. So I quite like change a little bit the topic from when I changed something in my life.
Why did you decide to do a PhD?
Okay, this is a tricky question because actually I was not initially thinking about doing a PhD. So the reason why I'm here in UK and I ended up doing actually a PhD is that one of the best experiences in my life was the Erasmus that I did in Germany. And I quite enjoy being in international environment. I wanted to improve my English. So once that I went back to Italy, I said, okay, I want to try to live like abroad again. And since the main reason actually like to improve my English, I start looking for like positions in UK. And this is the way that I actually found out about this PhD. And I said, okay, it's gonna be a great opportunity because it's with Rolls-Royce. That is in the end one of the biggest companies when it comes to the production of air engines.
Tell us about your PhD.
So my PhD involves like the development of a new class of fluids for material removal processes. So in particular, I not only focus on the effect that this kind of new class of fluids has on the process itself, but also on the mechanical response inside of the component that is machine. So we study not only like the surface, but also the effect, the mechanical effect that we have underneath the surface.
What challenges have you faced while doing your PhD?
Mostly at the beginning, what it was difficult it was that it was my first time actually working with deadlines. So I needed to be able to start organizing myself in order to be able to deliver by the deadline. Second thing was also like the first time I was exposed to relationship with industry partners, industrial partners. So that was actually something that I was completely not exposed before. And then the stress, because of course nothing goes always the way that you want, and that is part of the research. It's not like bad, it's only like part of the research. So you need to be able to understand what is wrong and just focus, keep focusing until you find a solution.
What do you like the most about research?
Mostly when it comes to my research group are probably two things. The first one related to the stress means that despite stress is one of the worst parts of the PhD in general, when it comes to being able to handle the stress is something that like the PhD teaches you a lot. So it's actually something that I'm becoming really good at and I find really useful in my normal life. And when it comes to my colleagues instead is amazing. So like research is not only like an individual thing, it's like a group thing when it comes to our research group. So I think that part of my research is also being with them and solve problems with them. So that is one of the best thing, I guess.
Has anything changed after you joined the UTC?
This is my first time that I actually live completely alone, far away from my family. And second thing, again, it was the first time that I was exposed to in like relationship with industrial partners, and this is really good because it improves my skills, allows me to do networking, and the last one is gonna be for sure that I have way more hobbies that I had before.
What do you like the most about the UTC research group?
For sure, if I have to give an answer to this, it's gonna be for sure my colleagues. They are amazing.
What are your hobbies?
So I have quite a few hobbies. Maybe I don't manage always to do all of them, but for sure, like the one that I'm most famous for is cooking. I love cooking. Then I love like drawing when I have time. Really enjoy going to the gym and traveling. Absolutely, traveling is something that I was not able to do before, but now with a stipend, with a salary from my PhD, it's actually something that I managed to do, and I try to do as much as I can.
Anything you want to tell people or anyone in the audience that's thinking about doing a PhD?
Yeah. So don't think that the PhD is easy. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be challenging, but it's gonna be incredibly like worth it. So just be sure about what you like and that you start a PhD in a topic that you actually enjoy, because that is the most important thing. But absolutely, it's gonna build a lot of skills that you will use in the future, both if you want to remain academia or you want to go to industry. So I highly recommend to do a PhD. Just find what you really like, because it's gonna be 3 years of your life. So yeah, just be aware of that.